Hey YouTube, this is Sean Sundal, and in today's video we're going to discuss how to get a copy of somebody's signature, and this is done in a surreptitious manner. You guys ever seen this? This is a United States Postal Office return receipt. I just got the idea because I came back from the post office, sent somebody some registered mail, certified mail about a couple hours ago, so I had a new idea. Okay, so this is the return receipt that you would fill out if you send somebody an article. Maybe you're sending somebody a check, a letter, whatnot. There's a portion of here that rips off and it gets attached to the letter that you're sending somebody. And right here it says article addressed to, so you put the name of the subject on there and their address, and then when they get their letter or article in the mail, okay, they're gonna sign right here with the signature. They're gonna sign there, and about, I think, 5 to 7 business days you get the return receipt. So you get a copy of this person's signature. And what you can use this for is for forgery cases. Sometimes you might get somebody that maybe is not in the best of mental capacity to be making important legal decisions. Maybe somebody's a bit older, and maybe you got family members taking advantage of this person, and they might just forge their signature, hand over a will or a deed of trust over to somebody else, and you need to start comparing signatures. Okay, maybe they need somebody hired you to do some type of analysis with signatures, and you got to get the original signature. I have a lot of smart people on the channel. You might be saying, well, how can you prove that the person that signed the registered mail receipt is a subject? Okay, how do you know that if this person is Jane Smith, the real name is Jane Smith, and they sign here Jane Smith, how do you know that that person that signed is actually Jane Smith? And that's a good question. See, this tool is a part of many tools that go into your investigation toolbox. Okay, you might have to get other signatures from this person. You got to do a lot more work, but this is not the only piece of evidence that you would use for your case. It's one of many. Okay, now you also have to realize that when somebody gets registered mail, they want to just get the letter, see what it is, and sign away. You know, they're going to sign a little bit fast. So the signature on here is going to appear as if, most likely going to appear as if it is rushed. So this might actually appear a little bit different, or maybe a lot more different than the person's original signature. Again, just because they want to get the letter, the envelope, what it is, and sign here. Here, I'll take. You get this, Mr. or Mrs. Post person, and then give me my letter. It's real quick. As for the next step, okay, you're gonna bring the signature or the purported signature of the subject, and bring it to a handwriting expert, somebody that is able to analyze signatures. Do not do this yourself, you guys. If you are providing a service to somebody and you are telling them that you're going to compare the signatures to see if they're the same, you're ripping this person off. Okay, you do not have the expertise for that unless you are an expert. Okay, and most private investigators are not experts at analyzing signatures, so do not offer that service to that person. What you can always do is advise them that you would bring this signature, okay, this registered receipt, to somebody that's a handwriting expert, somebody that's able to analyze signatures for a comparison. Because what's going to end up happening is, if you have to go to court, you're going to look like an idiot. If you are up there testifying that these two signatures come from the same person, if you have no training in it, training in analyzing signatures, no background in it, you're going to look like a fool, and you're ripping your client off. So let's not do that. Okay. Another issue with doing this is this. If you're a private investigator, you're probably not going to put the sender's address right here. Okay. You're not going to put your own address because this person, the subject, can just Google your address, okay, and it might come back as belonging to an office that provides private investigation services. Okay, that's one of the faults with this. So you're going to want to pick an address that is an address that you normally don't use for your business. Now here's a caveat here. Private investigators in California are not able to commit acts of deceit. They're not allowed to commit deceitful conduct. And giving somebody the impression that you are operating somewhere else when you're really operating in another place could be deceitful conduct. You can be disciplined by the Bureau of Security Investigative Services, also known as BSIS. Now remember, BSIS, they are the investigative arm for private investigators and private security professionals in the state of California. They could potentially investigate your conduct and you can lose your license, okay? Now, are there any cases where BSIS investigates deceitful conduct when you fill out one of these return receipts for another address that's not listed on file on records with the BSIS? I don't know of any of those cases. I'm sure there's one or two exist, but I don't think really this is a matter that BSIS would investigate. But as a disclaimer, okay, you want to follow the law. I am not the law. I am not giving you any professional advice, any legal advice. This tip that I have brought to you today, you want to bring this tip, bring the information I provide in this video, bring it to a licensed attorney that is licensed to perform attorney services, legal services in your jurisdiction. Ask them, is this legal considering the circumstances? Does that make sense? Okay. So hopefully this tip gives you a little bit insight on how to get an official signature. I'm going to summarize that this may not be the authentic signature from your subject, and you might have to do some more investigative work, but this is a small piece of the overall puzzle. If you guys like this video, if you like it, please subscribe. If you want more information about conducting legal investigations in the state of California, I published and authored this book, The California Legal Investigator. It's available on Amazon. Those of you who are taking the private investigator exam, this was published in about 2017, 2018, and it is still relevant for the 2021 exam. If you bought this, it helps you pass the California private investigator exam. You guys, please give me a review on Amazon. I really appreciate those reviews. When people purchase these books, they want to go for the most current review, and I really appreciate if you would do that, please. I think right now I have about 74 reviews. They're mostly positive. I'm trying to get to 100 at the end of the year. Hopefully you guys can help me out with that. If you guys have any other questions, concerns, please comment below. You guys all take care, and please be safe.